It's finally here. The game to end all games. The Dark Souls of tits. The Bloodborne of ass. I am, of course, talking about Bloody Boobs. The greatest game of all time is finally out on Steam. So what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Bloody Boobs is what could loosely be described as an avoidance horror game set in a dark and spooky castle, full of horrible goblins, werewolves, and monsters that look like they came straight out of Silent Hill. You play as a well-endowed young woman whose huge, watermelon-like breasts attract the ire of all manner of creatures that live in the dark, just like in real life. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay. The game has a pretty in-depth character creator, which you can use to customize your girl's skin color, breast size, face, outfit, and... oh my god. Once you've created your busty wench and given her a name, you are set loose in a spooky dungeon, and your only instructions are to pray to mysterious, vaguely phallic statues, and avoid anything without tits. I found this to be a fairly easy task, as it is the same way I conduct my daily life. You are then free to roam about. The game boasts thousands of paths, and I found that to be not far off base. The dungeon is massive, and most of it looks fairly similar, as, from what I have heard, it is procedurally generated. However, these rooms all look the same, no matter how many playthroughs I go through. So you'll find yourself running in circles until you get your bearings, which is a fairly difficult task, seeing as these little gimp-looking faggots keep chasing you the second they see you. There's no jumping, no fighting, only sprinting and praying, and looking at sweet T&A. Basically, this is Amnesia with tits, and less puzzle solving. Audio design is effective, but not great. Everything sounds pretty generic, but the sounds the monsters make, and the musical cues that you are being chased, are pretty spooky, I have to admit. Other than that, pretty much everything in this game sounds like it was taken from a royalty-free sound effects pack. Nothing to write home about, and no mortal sins either. Just middle-of-the-road bullshit audio design. Visually, the game is interesting. It has some very high-end things, including fantastic breast and ass physics. And, well, that's it. The game, aside from the female body models, kind of looks meh. Even the faces of the girls and their hair are fairly poor-looking. The game looks like a Source Engine game from the Half-Life 2 Episodes era. Not terrible, but not modern by any stretch of the imagination. It all looks very dated, outside of the tits and ass, which, frankly, look fantastic. So, is this game fun? Well, I guess so. I mean, it functions most of the time, and when it does, it serves as a good time waster, but there is no depth. It's fun in the same way one of those metal ball and maze games you get at the dentist office is fun. It's fun in the way that it's less boring than doing nothing at all. My verdict is that you should take a pass on this one. Even with a price point of $3, it's just not that engaging, and there are better games in that ultra-low budget category. If you want it for the novelty, just don't expect any deep, riveting gameplay from this one. Well, there you have it. Bloody Boobs. Have you played it? Did you like it? What did you think? Leave me a comment below, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.